Start recording. I am live. Apparently, I'm live. Let's have a look. Da-na-na, na-na-na, do-do-do, na-na-na-na-na. Come on. 8:30. Let's go, son. Yeah. Okay. Audio is working. Now, some things have changed today. First of all, my camera is not working for some reason. Keeps saying Wi-Fi is not being discovered. So I think it might be that we've joined that 5G or network that is. Um, but before we get down to it, some housekeeping. So hey guys, if you don't know me, I have been sharing my live sessions to for things that have taken me to the next level, things that have helped me get over something or stuff like that. It's been big moments, either books, courses, things like that. And what I've decided to do now is because lives over here go straight to YouTube, sometimes I can't share the image or our connection in Australia is not as fast as America or wherever it is. So what I'm doing is after this live is finished, whatever I'm talking about or any other references and things like that, I re-edit it and upload it to my Spotify channel with all that important information once it's uploaded or I've finished editing and everything. So that is one thing. The other thing is after I upload it to Spotify or even while we're going through all this, there is a button somewhere here with a dollar sign. If you want to help me grow my channel, help me get a better studio because I'm still to sort out that studio. Please feel free to help me there, but no pressure there. I just love doing what I'm doing at the moment. And those are some of the ways to donate. I think there's another link somewhere to buy me a coffee or PayPal me and all that. And finally, monthly updates. Usually share email only send once a month with everything I've been up to on all platforms now. I've moved to TikTok, Instagram, all these Spotify, all that. So if you want to be involved, that's a nice way to stay in touch with me. I always welcome feedback and so I can research that and share that with you. But yeah, so that's that. And today we are going to be talking about the 22 Stoic principles to live by. And this is Aurelius, his meditations, the summary of those meditations. He wrote a popular book, and I moved on to Stoicism and more scientific based kind of thing, philosophy, science, and a little bit away from spirituality after I found more meaning in things. So let's get down to it. The 22 principles. The first one is when you encounter kindness, uh, he's saying when you get criticism from others, either they are right, so you have no right to complain, or they are wrong, so they are misguided and made a mistake. No matter what anyone says or does, my task is. And that's one big thing about Stoicism, being a virtuous person. I think they call it being virtuous or the virtue of man or something like this, but always being good no matter what happens. If someone has broken your trust, it is your responsibility. This is to be expected every now and then. So remember that saying, bite me once, shame on me. George Bush screwed it up, and I think I'm going to do the same. Bite me twice, shame on me. Yeah, stuff like that. So basically, the first time someone does it, what steps you need to take. I've already talked about boundaries in a previous live. Look at how to you can set up a good boundary around all those kind of things. And it harms your soul if you do evil in return. The noblest kind of retribution is not to be like your enemy. And basically, I don't find it hard. Now that I think I start doing some kind of things, especially with drivers. If you've already followed my lives, you know drivers driving behind me too close really piss me off. So I like to bother them by going slower. So that's my weakness. And I've shared a link over there on how to handle criticism and negativity. It's such a nice, like, I break it down into some filters that I use. Are they right? If they are right, how right are they? Out of all the words they've used, this part may be right, that part may be wrong. So discard the things which are wrong, discard the things which are hurting you, stick to things which are right. Do you want to work on it? How important are they for you to work on that? Or how important is that information for you yourself? So these are all these filters you can use. Point number two, everything depends on how you interpret it. It is easy to wipe away troublesome impressions and immediately be in tranquility. Your mind will take shape of what you frequently hold in thought. Now, how many times have we seen someone or even the environment they're in, because they're constantly in that environment, their thoughts are the same? I used to be in that situation long, long time ago, and I had to retrain myself, constantly think, replace bad thoughts or negative thoughts straight away, there and then, with something positive. Speak it to yourself, snap yourself out of it, take a rubber band, snap it. You can try so many different methods to bring yourself back into the right consciousness you want to be in. Point is sensations. Now, this one, I can't tell you. This one about body and your mind should sit so closer to your body and its sensations. It's so important in yoga. We call it tapas. You practice tapas. Uh, Islam, they practice it by fasting. So many different people try different ways to strengthen their endurance. There is a special word for it. So whatever your weakness is, try and pick one and then try and focus on bringing yourself back. You can try, if it's not fasting, just try small pieces of stopping. Say you eat a lot, just make your plate smaller, take one less spoon of what you usually do. So what you manage, what you track gets managed, so you can track what you're doing. That's one way of doing things. And the other thing you can do is, where did it go? Do not allow pain, loss of appetite, etc., to alter your behavior. So stay strong in your mind no matter what you're going through. If you do, remind yourself, I'm giving in to pain. If you return to your principles and worship, if you return to your principles and worship of reason, you will appear. That's a bit cryptic. So let's just say the stronger you can tell your mind, this is how we're going to follow. We're going to stick to this. Your mind will be like, okay, look, we're going to delay the gratification. We're going to not eat whenever we want to eat. I'm a sucker for chocolate. I can't have it enough. So what I do is I tell myself these 3 bars every day. I can have that. That's it. If I want to reduce, if I'm intermittent fasting, then I know I've set myself till 2 p.m. I cannot eat anything anyway, and then after that I can go buy a sandwich. But until then, I have set a goal for myself. So be in control of your mind, basically. I don't know why that spelling is off. Superiour. Superior. I think that's the American spelling. That's why it's showing me corrections. The next point is stay mindful and take deliberate accounts. No random actions, all based on underlying principles. Now, how many times have you seen someone saying set goals, calendarize, put things on the calendar, this and that? So once you've blocked your times with so many things all the time, doing something, keeping yourself on track of where you want to be or who you want to be, You don't have the time to fuff about, look at random things. You know, um, people who are so stuck in their businesses, so stuck in their sport or addicted. You know, the even game addicts, they're so stuck because they know what they're going to do. They're so happy when they're in the zone. It's only when their mind loses it when they're not in the zone. So um, have a purpose for each one of the things, as many things as you can get into it. Set your goal for that, and then you can also set a time to fuff about, to mess around, float, dream, daydream, whatever you want. Even like your hobbies can be a role model. So they have you've given them some honor. Think of all the beings as part of one. Then helping others will be a joy and not just the right thing to do. Nobody has really hurt you. They're human too and act out of ignorance. Contact their positive qualities. Now, recently, what's happened is there was this big march, some racism stuff, neo Nazis, all these guys. And I was like, how can I see something good out of them? And I'm like, they have a big love for them, their culture, their people, this and that. So that's a good thing they're doing. But the way they're doing it is wrong. So I'm trying to find the positives in it. It was very shaky for me, but racism was one thing I'd like struggled with in my head for a long time. And then I was like, oh, these guys are just misguided because they're not mixing with other people or curious to know. Be more, there's a saying on my t-shirt, more curiosity leads to learning. So it's good to focus it that way. Young, when I was imagining myself going to the mountains or getting away from humans, I still call them humans because I, for a long time, I didn't see myself as part of a human. I saw myself as very different. Now, if the other way around, basically. And that's another, I think, I'm sure that's a Stoicism thing. Why is this connection so bad? I'm on 5G, son. Should I switch to that other one? What is connected? I don't think anything else is connected. Anyway, point number 6, your opinion of yourself matters more than the opinion of strangers. We love ourselves more than others, but care about their opinions than our own. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Ask yourself what difference it makes and the difference it makes in the grand scheme of things. This is considering other people's opinions. When I was doing this course, I learned something so nice. I was just like, some people will give you nice compliments. One person will say something bad to you. For some reason, we stick to that one person's opinion. So think about that. Number 7, find a way to take 100% responsibility for your life. Even if it's something out there or whatever, find a way to make it yours, irrespective, especially. Because then you'll be like, oh, that guy drove outside my house. Obviously, anyway, uh, that's bothering me. I am so it's something internal. Yeah, freedom of everyone. Be in the mind of a seeker. Take care not to be with this die. Basically, don't let yourself trained to conditioning. I went through a big thing where I just wanted to uncondition myself, recondition myself from all the conditions which were learned, which I didn't voluntarily take for myself. And that's what he's saying. Don't become someone who just follows the sheep, or he's just said it in a different way. Take care not to be dyed with this dye. I guess that's the way they used to talk. I don't know. Number 9, have some self respect. Don't make a promise, lose your self respect, or hate anyone. So don't break a promise, okay? Lose your self respect or hate anyone. Yeah, those are pretty nice things to live by. but don't losing your self-respect. That is a big one, because there's so many things more important than your self esteem and self-respect. These two things, if they are out of balance, it's going to bother you so much, because other people's opinion and so many things are going to disturb you, and it's going to take you to another level. So that third point, hate, don't hate anyone. If you hate people, what's happening? I was told, keep, when you hate someone, you're constantly thinking of them. That means, again, we've already talked about this. Whatever's in your mind, that's what this dye is going to color you with. So